Hey guys, welcome back. This is Cam Browne. Admittedly, today I'm very nervous. Why am I nervous? Well, last weekend, thanks to my friends at Focal Point Photography in Dallas, Oregon, they supplied me with a Hasselblad 500 cm film camera. This is a camera that I've always kind of been interested in, but due to the price and the unknown form factor of 6x6, I just never pulled the trigger on buying one. This is a camera that's very unfamiliar with me, and I knew I was gonna make mistakes, and on this shoot, we're gonna be shooting for the book. So I have not seen these images yet. So I have a feeling that I messed up a few times, and that's a bummer. So that's why I'm nervous. I have the photos loaded up on my phone. PhotoVision in Salem, Oregon just sent them over, and we're gonna check them out at the same time together. All right, so they sent over 3 folders. I'm just gonna open up the first one. They just sent me some JPEGs, and I think I'm gonna tweak them later in Lightroom, but I'm mainly worried about if I nailed exposure and if I nailed focus. On the Hasselblad, it was very easy to focus, but something tells me exposure, I didn't meet it right. Okay, so first photo that I just opened up, it looks like I nailed both of those things. So, all right, I'm feeling a lot better about this. And I'm not gonna go through all of these. I'm just gonna open up some of them. Second photo, the one of Chandler crawling towards me, definitely was overexposed because I was shooting backlit. Yeah, I'm digging this. The colors are really nice. I was hoping that it was gonna be more of a stormy day. When we got there, it was completely sunny, something that I wasn't really expecting or hoping for, but we made the best out of it. Not good. Okay, so this is kind of what I expected. I shot with the Hasselblad for 2 days, and I just looked at the contact sheets. Unfortunately, something happened. I think it was when I was unloading the film from the camera. All of those rolls from the first day are wiped. They're overexposed, completely blank. So that sucks. You put in all this effort and planning, and then sometimes it just doesn't work out, and sometimes the photos turn out amazing. But I guess that's why we do it. So I think the only real thing is to explain what we did and what the photos would have been. Unfortunately, this sucks. This sucks pretty bad. But basically, first day, I had a friend, Chandler. He came down from Arkansas to shoot these photos, and I found a junkyard that I've always wanted to shoot at in my hometown of Vancouver, Washington. Drove an hour and a half north to this junkyard to meet up with them. Those guys were nice enough to let us in, and we had about an hour to shoot, and it was really cool. The only thing I was hoping for was like more cloudy, stormy weather. Unfortunately, it was pretty sunny, but we made some images. The concept, man, this sucks that these photos aren't viewable. But basically the concept was Chandler was gonna be an employee of the junkyard we had some overalls on him. We had a pistol, a pellet gun that looks very realistic, kind of an old school silver revolver. And he was gonna be staying on one of the cars, pistol in his hand, looking at these storm clouds in the horizon coming at him. Kind of like a metaphor for kind of depression, I guess. And these storm clouds are coming at you, and you can see them in the horizon, and you got these tools and these techniques, the pistol in your hand, and kind of like inviting it to come at you, like bring it on. So these are some photos I was very excited about, and they turned out really well. Well, they didn't turn out really well, but the pose and everything, and the weather, we even got some clouds in the distance. That turned out really well. And I guess all I can really say about this set is I had fun, got to know Chandler a lot better. That was great, and really no complaints. It's not like I can't get this camera and link up with either Chandler or someone else and take these photos again. So. Second day of Hasselblad. Luckily, it looks like more of the photos turned out. A couple of them are a little bit underexposed. I think that was just because I was metering a little bit wrong. I was trying to use an ND filter with the film camera and exposing for that. All that stuff is maybe a little bit over my head right now. And for the second day, the concept was at one of my favorite places on earth, Cape Kiwanda in Oregon. It's about an hour-and-a-half drive west of me on the coast of Oregon, of course. And we had Chandler there again, and we kind of went out to this ridge where you can see more of the coast and the waves splashing up against the rocks. I was really hoping for some stormy weather, but we got sun. It kind of is what it is. I was a little bit bummed about that, but I think the photos look pretty good regardless. And then the concept was we had these arrows. I bought like 25, 30 arrows beforehand, and I kind of had this like vest set up with magnets that was gonna go under his clothing. But when we got there, the adhesive that I bought wasn't strong enough to hold the split in half arrows to the magnet. So what I did was I took photos of a bunch of different arrows and different angles, and hopefully, I haven't done it yet, but hopefully I'm gonna be able to Photoshop that to look very realistic, to where it looks like a few arrows are going through Chandler. He's gonna be on this coastline, and he's gonna be, in pain and kind of holding the arrows going through him, and it's gonna be hopefully dramatic and give some emotion and be visually interesting, and most importantly, tell a story, because at the end of the day, that's what I'm doing this for. So what did I learn from shooting with the Hasselblad 500 series camera? Well, I've had a Mamiya RZ67 in the past, and compared to that camera, I like the Hasselblad a lot better. Reason being is the focusing screen. It is at least 3 or 4 times brighter than the Mamiya. It makes it way easier to focus. And that was something I was not expecting, because when I was using my Mamiya, I always had trouble focusing. And it seemed like 1 out of 3 shots was gonna be tack sharp on the Mamiya. It looks like just viewing on my phone that nearly all of the photos that I got to exposure, right, on the Hasselblad were in focus. So I definitely would recommend this camera. I'm gonna have to kind of sit and reflect and kind of compare the 6:7 format versus the 6:6. The reason I say that is because I'm not sure that the 6:6 format really conveys that cinematic feeling and look that I'm striving for. I mean, it could, but I just don't have an opinion on that so far. So that's kind of my experience with the first time shooting with the Hasselblad, and I hope it's not the last. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, please hit that like button. I'm having a lot of fun with YouTube lately. I feel like I'm in my rhythm, and I don't know. We're doing this thing together, guys. So, like always, Browne, take care of yourself. Bye.